Yo, before we hit the intro, y'all, I just want to say this. You guys know my stance on the quarterback position. I'm happy we're moving on. I am very, very happy about our future. But I have to say this. Shout out to DC4. 9 years, once a Raider, always a Raider. Let's get the show going. Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building already. I see y'all about 120 deep. Shout out to the nation. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Salute to you guys. Real quick, shout out the nation's finest. Let's get it. Salute. A lot to unpack today, you guys. I want to bury a certain narrative that I keep seeing out here on social media about this plan, right? And we're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to that. Shout out to Barrio. Shout out to Erica. Jules. I see Unknown in the building. Matrix. Everybody. Jameer Andrews. Wild Turkey. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, why wait? Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 20K. I appreciate you guys. I can't do it without you guys, man. Real quick, I'm gonna get to about 200 before we get to the we're already at 204. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. For those who have not seen it yet, Derek Carr has finally come out and spoken about the situation, being benched, moving on. It is official, you guys. Look, there might have been a few people out there thinking, I don't know, until he's gone, I don't believe it, and maybe he cut. Like, that is buried now, you guys. That is done. Derek Carr has come out today. Put out a tweet, put it out on Instagram as well, giving his farewell to the nation. I'm going to bring it up on the screen for those who have not seen it yet. And let's talk about it real quick, you guys. This is Derek Carr, our former quarterback of 9 years. Raider Nation, it breaks my heart. I didn't get an opportunity to say goodbye in person. We certainly have been on a roller coaster in our 9 years together. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful and appreciative of the years of support you have gave to my family and me. We had our share of both heartbreaking moments and thrilling game-winning drives, and it's always felt like you were right next to me. It's especially hard to say goodbye because I can honestly say that I gave you everything I had every single day in season and in the off season. It certainly wasn't perfect, but I hope that I was able to leave you with more than a few great memories. As Raider fans, he goes on to say, thank you to the city of Oakland for taking us in. Thank you to the city of Las Vegas for allowing us to proudly call you home. Thank you to the organization, my teammates, all of my coaches, staff, and everyone that helped me these last 9 years in those two buildings. Thanks to all the Raider Nation that supported, encouraged, pushed, and uplifted me at different times along this journey. Raider Nation truly is special. I once said that if I'm not a Raider, I would rather be at home, and I meant that. But I never envisioned it ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win the championship still rages, a fire no man can extinguish, only God. So I look forward to a new city and a new team who, no matter the circumstance, will get everything I have. Winning a championship is what I've always wanted, and that will continue. I will continue to work towards that. God bless you all. With love, DC4. So there you have it, you guys. The last words from our former quarterback as a Raider. Great tweet. Finally heard from him. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't expect for us to wait a damn near a month for this, but hey, it is what it is. I think we all can finally take this a lot of people needed this closure. I'm not one of them. I already seen the writing was on the wall before, but this is closure. We are moving forward. There's a lot of, Ian and Rappaport came out today, tweeted that we're already taking phone calls, already fielding phone calls, trying to see what, trade avenues we can go with Derek Carr. We know he has the no trade clause, so he has to work with us. We have to work with him. We have to find some guys, whether it's Carolina, the Commanders. I'm hearing Houston, which I don't believe that's an option. Indianapolis, Tampa Bay, New Orleans is a sneaky team that I'm hearing right now. Yeah, there you have it, you guys. I do believe that this is some of the closure that we most of us in the nation needed, right, to move forward. Shout out to him. Like I said before in the intro, you guys know how I feel about Derek Carr. I'm not one to bite my tongue. I speak my mind all the time. Doesn't matter how, I don't really care how anybody feels about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I felt it was time to move on. I'm so happy and very, very enthusiastic about our future. But hey, left with some class. I'll take it. Let's move forward. Let's talk about the future. Pat McAfee show said they wouldn't touch Derek Carr with a 10-foot pole. Pat McAfee, Adrian, he's stuck to his narrative. He said this for a while. He said this last year when there was discussions about potential or speculation about Derek Carr getting traded to the Colts. And, Pat McAfee, punter, played for the Colts. He was not a fan of that period. So, one thing I can say with Pat McAfee, he stands on what he says. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let me see the plan. This is the thing, Mask. And you know what? I'm actually happy that you brought this up. The problem with our fan base? I'm going to repeat this. Do you know what the problem with our fan base is? Every year, doesn't matter what coaching staff, what GM we have, what's the plan? There's no plan. There's no plan. It's just, we do this, we do that. What's the plan? If this was the plan, right? Mass 24, if this was the plan to let DC go out there, try and earn his job. And if he doesn't, we go out and try to go get Tom Brady or one of these guys that know the system, then so be it. Isn't it a great plan to have a plan? One thing I'm looking at with this new regime is, if it's a plan, it's at least a plan. I don't think Gruden knew what the hell he was doing. I think Del Rio was just rolling with the punches. I feel like finally, there's a plan in motion. And I'm here for it. Regardless if we went 6-11 or whatever the hell, I don't care. I'm here for it. I'm here. It's better to have a plan than not have a plan. That's why I trust this regime. I don't care. I don't care. Let's kill that narrative, you guys. Let's kill that narrative. Oh, the plan, it was to sabotage Derek Carr. No, it wasn't. The plan was to get better. The plan was to give Derek Carr an extension and make him earn his job, which he did not do. That's the plan. He failed miserably in the 15 games that he played for us. I can't say every game because, that Chiefs game, he balled out. A few games he played really well. But I have to say this. If there's a plan, we're already seeing some more stability in this organization, you guys, because the problem has always been we don't have a plan. We're just drafting, doing this, picking up these veterans in free agency. There's never a plan. So I'm here for it. Let me see. I don't know who this dude is. Let's get him up out of here. Let me see. Wes Craven, I don't think Gruden had a plan at all. I don't. I don't think he did. I do not think he had a plan at all. Let me see. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to D's. Happy birthday, brother. Grab a 40-ounce on me. I appreciate you. My birthday is actually this weekend, D's, but I definitely appreciate you, King. We're going to be doing a live Saturday night. So pull up on us, but I will definitely go grab a brew on my brother D's, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. Shout out to Wade. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Shout out to Wade, man. Shout out to Eddie. I see you, bro. Shout out to my brother Rick in the building. Shout out to Introvert Docs. I made a check your Twitter mentions. All right, I'm definitely going to check that out, bro. Zach, I have not checked it out yet, but I'm definitely going to go check it out. Definitely going to go check it out. Yeah, man. I promise you. I know old boy was sitting over there like this when he seen DC tweet that out. Like literally just tissue over there. He was ready. Shout out to that man. Shout out to that man. Let me see. I feel like the people that were emotionally attached to Card needed that tweet. There you have it, bro. There you have it. I mean, look, me personally, I think it took too long. You know what I mean? I think that there was some things in that tweet that I'm not going to dissect because I don't want to go there because I really want to move forward. But I'll just say this, man. Whoever needed that closure, I hope that you just got the closure you needed. Moving on. You know what I mean? Shit is comedy, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, love. Thank you so much, sis. Birthday week. I'm not happy, but look, just get a ring and I'm good. There you have it. Shout out to Ro. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sis. Shout out to the fam, bro, for blessing me with a 50 piece. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, bro. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to bring up a bunch of content creators on Saturday on the birthday pull up. We're doing a show for my birthday Saturday night. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to bring on a bunch of different guys, have some fun, take some shots. And we're definitely going to celebrate another year of life for the young Capricorn Graphk Raider. Shout out to my brother Wasted in the building. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Fresno. Yeah, man. Robert, once again, Ro, appreciate you. Third and the fourth. What do you guys think about that? I'm not against that. I think somebody's going to get more desperate than that, though. I do. I think, the Saints, I did see a screenshot of what Mitch put up. I believe it was a second and a fourth from New Orleans. I would definitely take that because there's a lot of talent that will fall out of the back end of the first round that will fall into the second. You know what I mean? I'm hoping Drew Sanders is maybe one of them, the linebacker that Andy put me on out of Arkansas. Love his game. You know what I mean? Maybe we can go get that quarterback of the future in the second round. Maybe one of them falls. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I would definitely take the second and the fourth, the idea that Mitch put out there. But I do believe that there's going to be a team that is going to be desperate and maybe, just maybe, throw out a first rounder. I'm telling y'all now. Look, the Jets, they feel that they have a defense that is ready to go right now, right? They feel like they have the offensive weapons with Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. You know what I mean? They have a lot of talent. You know what I mean? They have a nice O-line when healthy. Like the Jets pretty much have, they got a great young running back. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think the Jets may be an option if they don't go out and get Jimmy G. And they may be a team that are very, very desperate because they are in a major market in New York. Their time, they want to win now, right? They want to win now. They shit the bed at the end of the season. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of see that happening. The quarterback position was just in an influx all year long. The young cat, Zach Wilson out of BYU just wasn't him. You know what I mean? So I can definitely see the Jets being very, very into parting ways with the round one pick for Derek Carr because there's going to be teams fighting for him. Because I'm telling y'all now, man, we may have watched Derek Carr very, very closely in the nation, but some of these guys that haven't watched every down that Derek Carr, has been out there for, they're looking at the big games that he won. They're looking at the big time, comeback games, the big 2 minute, off the 2 minute offenses that he ran in to win games. They're looking at the big games. They're looking at 3-time Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a team that is definitely going to be desperate enough to maybe, just maybe, part ways with the 1 or 2. Shout out to Twos. Typical DC did not bash the coach, GM, or the organization. Show class. Too bad the same can't be said with a lot of Raider fans. Now, this is facts. I agree with you, Twos. I think there was a lot of class in that tweet. I still believe, you know, I think, man, and don't kill me for this, but I do believe DC, his ego and his pride was a lot more bruised than he's putting out there. I think he played a heavy part of not being there when he said in the tweet, you know, I wish I could have said this in person, right? I do believe that Derek Carr, you could have. I don't think that Josh McDaniels or Zeke or Mark Davis are holding you back from doing so. I think that you took your ball and went home. Simple and plain. So that part of that tweet, and I could be wrong. I'm just going off of how I feel, right? I think that he would have had every ample opportunity to sit in front of the nation and say, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. They're going a different way. I'm going a different way. That's it. You know what I mean? And I really truly believe Tutu's, if he would have been on the sideline, you know, with this team for the last 2 weeks, I think it would have been a lot different as well. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just really truly believe that, you know, his pride and his ego was a little beat up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But we got a tweet. After 9 years, you guys, we got a tweet. That's cool. Real quick, shout out to John. Real question. Why would a franchise pick up Carr's contract with traded picks when they can pick him up after being cut for no picks and less money? Because, John, there are going to be a lot of suitors. And if you just give us a 1 or a 2 immediately and just pick up his contract, you don't have to worry about that. If we cut him, he can pick wherever he wants to go. He's going to go where the money is, right? Or where the opportunity is. So at the end of the day, why not pick up? If you think that Derek Carr can turn your franchise around and he's the guy, the centerpiece that can bring that, you know, that can be that final piece to take your team to the playoffs and then some, just trade for him. Why wait? Why wait to get cut and see who's all in line to go get him? If you want him, go get him. Shout out to my brother John, man. Shout out real quick also to my brother King Savage, man. I appreciate you, King. Thank you on a $10 donation. That means a lot, my brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to my dog, always showing support. Yeah, hey, Jerome, this is how I felt. We got broke up over a text. That's kind of what it looks like, right? To me, it's kind of what it looks like. That's kind of what it looks like to me. But, hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Josh. I'm hoping the Colts trade there first. I would love that. I'm hoping that owner, this is still the same owner that is looking to maybe bring Jeff Saturday back as the head coach. Think about that. If he would be willing to bring in Jeff Saturday that won 1 game, coincidentally, against us in what, 7, 8 games, 9 games? I can see us finessing them for number one round, at least one first, right? I can see it. Because last season, speculation, they offered us 2 first-round picks, but Gruden didn't want to move on. Think about this, you guys. Gruden, man. We could have got 2 firsts for Derek Carr. 2 firsts. Think about it. We could have had, speculation, Gronk and Tom Brady last year. John fucking Gruden, man. Outside of Renfro and Nate Hobbs and Max Crosby and, you know, a few other guys those later rounds, I like the Foster Moreau pick. Man, oh, man. Oh, my God. I'm so happy that train wreck is over with, man. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the building. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up, y'all. Shout out to Raider Two-Face. Greetings from San Diego, Docs. Shout out to the 619. Mortal Kombat voice. It has begun. Exited out for our future. This franchise, I just want to win regardless who our quarterback is. This is Factory Outlet, my brother. Shout out to Raider Two-Face. I appreciate you on the donation, and I couldn't agree with you even more, my brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mondo. Jalen Ramsey might be a sneaky trade of the Rams if they have a fire sale. Also, maybe a trade Carr for one of their 3 stars. Now, I had this discussion with, I believe, Sanjit last night. Shout out to my brother Sanjit. I'm all for that. If Sean McVay moves on, which it looks like he is because he's allowing his coordinators to go out and field other offers and shit, it looks as though Sean McVay may retire. And if McVay retires, I could definitely see Aaron Donald stepping away as well. At that point, with Matthew Stafford's injury, I don't know how much they trust him coming back from that. They may move on from that contract as well. So, hey, I don't know. At this point, the Rams may want to go out and get as much draft capital as they can, doing the total opposite of what they've done previous years, was trade away all the draft capital and go get the stars. They may be doing that this season. They may say, you know what, It's time to rebuild. It's time to regroup. If they move Jalen Ramsey, I am jumping on that immediately. I don't care if he's 30 years old. I don't give a fuck about none of that. He was still PFF wise. He was, and even statistically rated a top 5 corner this year. You know what I mean? And that defense was beat to shit. You know what I mean? He didn't have a lot of talent around him this season because there was a lot of guys missing. You know what I mean? So I'm all for going out and getting him. Definitely, man. Depending on what they would want for him. Rube, I would definitely trade for Bobby Wagner in a heartbeat as well. We need a linebacker with that kind of, man, he's still balling. Let me see. Sabs, Docs, don't think teams will wait for Carr to get cut to get him for cheap instead of giving up draft pick? I don't. I think, like I said before, Sabs, I think that there's going to be a team out there that's going to say, just go get him. Whatever it takes, go get him. I do believe that. You know what I mean? It just depends on if Derek Carr wants to play ball and help us facilitate that trade. You know what I mean? There may be a team desperate enough to give us all kinds of shit for him, but if DC doesn't agree to it, then it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Either way, you guys, I'm looking at it like this. We get extra draft capital or we get all that salary cap space back. Either way, I'm cool with it. Either way, I am cool. Do I want the draft capital? Definitely. But I'm looking at the salary cap and saying that's what I want. I would rather be free of that $100 million moving forward, $30 million this season, and just going and putting that towards the defense. I'm cool with that. Shout to twos once again. Gruden with 2 extra picks. We would have ended up taking a couple of Arnett's boys. Shout out to twos, bro. You ain't never lied, brother. You ain't never lied, man. That is facts, bro. That's facts. Oh, my God. But think of it like this, right? If he would have traded Carr and went and got Brady and Gronk, let's just say that the whole Commanders situation still happened, right? And John Gruden lost his job. We'd still be with Brady, Gronk, probably Josh McDaniels, and David Ziegler. You know what I mean? And then you have this regime drafting for those 2 picks. Could have been a little different, tools. It could have been a little different. Shout out to Mondo. Teams can trade for Carr and restructure his deal. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, my brother. Shout out to Bulldog, man. Appreciate you, King. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, you guys hit the link. It's pinned up top. One of the best ways to support the channel. I appreciate you guys, man. Very, very much. Real talk, man. Shout out to my dog, Bulldog, man. Let me see. James Moore in the building. What's good with you, King? Graphk, check this. Seattle trades their pick 20 to us. We get a late round first, and they get their QB. I'm all for that too. I would love that. We still get a first. I don't care if it's at the back end of the first. If we can get a first for him, I'm here for it. But I do believe I have this nagging suspicion, man, that Pete Carroll is going to bring Geno Smith back after having a surprising year. I think he broke in one season the passing record, right, for Russell Wilson in a season, passing yards. Geno Smith did that, right? I know it's in 17 games. He got an additional game, but that's heavy for a guy that was a career backup. You know what I mean? So I do believe that Seattle probably runs it back with Geno Smith, and they continue to build that defense through the draft. I do believe that. I think that Pete Carroll knows what it takes to win the Super Bowl. He's been there before. Build the defense, and I think that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? If Jalen Carter falls to Seattle with that first pick in round 1, I think he's gone. I think they go complete defense. Happy birthday, Docs. You always keep it real for Raider Nation. Continued success for you and your family. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to my dog, King Sav, man. My dog, my brother. Shout out to Two-Face. Wipe them feet, y'all. Wipe them. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Get your questions in, you guys. Let's talk. My reason for this show today was, you guys, I wanted to talk about the Derek Carr tweet. You know what I mean? But also, I wanted to kill this narrative of, this was the plan all along to get rid of Derek Carr. You know what I mean? It wasn't. This was not the plan, you guys. This was not the plan. You don't offer a quarterback a 3-year extension with big time money. You know what I mean? Big time money. You know what I mean? And bring him in hopes that he fails. That was not the case. It just so happened that Derek Carr doesn't work in this system. Josh McDaniels seen enough and moved on, right? That's it. There's no plan. Now, there's a plan B, right? If Derek Carr doesn't work, We got Stidham, which we traded for a 6th-round pick. We picked up him in the 7th from the Patriots. He'll come in, finish the season out, and then boom, we go get our guy, Tom Brady or whoever. Doesn't matter. It's always better to have a plan than not have a plan. I don't understand why people just continue to bash Josh McDaniels and Zeke and Mark Davis. We've killed this team year in and year out the past 20, 30 years of where is the direction this team is going. There's no plan. There's no this. There's no that. So why start killing them now if there was a plan? What's the problem? What is the problem? If there's a plan in motion, be happy there's a plan in motion. We're finally going in the right direction. You know what I mean? I hate that narrative of that shit. It's just weird to me. Shout out to my brother Big Shane, man. I lost some respect for DC for leaving the team. He knows his performance wasn't there, so he should have expected it. To out like a little that says a lot to me about true character, in my opinion, anyway. I agree with you in a sense, Big Shane, but this is a two-way street, my brother. This wasn't just DC. This was DC and Josh McDaniels and Ziegler and Mark Davis coming together as a unit and saying, you know, maybe it's best. Maybe it is best. I'm saying if Derek Carr would have fought for it, they would have allowed him. They would have allowed him to be on the sideline. They would have allowed him to have a press conference and say, I love you guys. Thank you for the 9 years. I don't think that our front office, you know what I mean, and GM, you know, and head coach and owner is that cruel to not allow this man to speak to the nation on the way out. I don't believe that. I think that Derek Carr, like I said, took his ball, ran home, and kept it moving. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not shocked that we got a tweet. I'm not shocked about that. I'm not. But I'm actually happy because I believe he's speaking at some church in the Las Vegas area this Sunday. And I'm happy that he put out the tweet before that because I didn't want to hear any of that talk there, right? You know, I don't want to hear it there. So at least we got a tweet before he speaks in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But, you know, just like the homie said, this is a breakup, you know, over a text message. It's just kind of weird to me, man. DeMarcus, facts. Actually, we've been overly patient. And, you know, I don't understand why people don't really see that, DeMarcus. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Big Mike, man. Business is business. That's just how the NFL works. We're operating like a franchise that is ready to turn the corner and step out of mediocrity. That is it, Big Mike. That is it. That is the GOAT comment today. Business is business. This is just how the NFL works. We're operating like a franchise that is ready to turn the corner and step out of mediocrity. That's it. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Mask. I mean, look, bro, and I don't mean this literally. I'm just going to use this analogy or use this cliche, right? One man's trash is one man's treasure. What's the problem with that? See, the thing with you is you're just a super Kardashian. Like you can't even talk to you. You're one of them people that you can't speak to about this shit. If you watch my show continuously, you'll understand when he does good, I give him his flowers all the time. When he looks like shit, I'm on his ass. So I don't understand the whole narrative with that. Like one sentence you bash him and the next you say, yeah, bro, yes. Derek Carr is still a good football player. Why wouldn't there be people lined up to go get him? He just doesn't fit what we got going on over here. We're trying to turn that corner, like Big Mike said, from mediocrity, average shit to top of the line. What's the issue? I just, when I see shit like this, it just, I don't want homeboys like you in real life because I feel like you just like are happy with just sitting on the couch and not working. Or if you have a job, you work like 20 hours a week and you don't have no money to go kick it with us at the club or at the movies and shit. You're like one of those guys we got to pay for. Like we don't even want to invite Mask out, man. We got to pay for him. Like you just cool with just being there, with just existing, right? That to me, that's what it looks like. It is like you're just cool with existing. I would never invite Mask 24 out, man. I would have to pay your way, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Shout out to Mask, man. Shout out to my brother Hammer, man. Appreciate, and you know you didn't have to do that, King. The language in DC's contract made perfect sense. Nation, trust the office. Much love to everyone in the chat. Happy birthday, big bro. I appreciate you, Hammer, man. Love you, bro. Shout out to my little bro. He'll be on the live also on Saturday for my birthday, you guys. So pull up. Shout out to BDQ, man. Happy birthday, General. Appreciate you. Enjoy your day on Saturday. It's actually Sunday, but I'm going to be out of town for my birthday, so we're just doing a live Saturday. Time to move on with the future. Listen, Mark did love Derek. When he broke his ankle, Mark was there for him. Mark was there for him, period, when he gave him 2 $100+ million contracts. Mark Davis was there every step of the way with him when he kept him employed for 9 seasons. I don't understand the narrative of Mark Davis treated him like shit and blah, blah, blah. If you underperform at work, you get let go. It's just like any other job, you guys. It's just like any other job, period. If you don't perform, you got to go. So, look, Mark Davis was probably one of the biggest advocates for him, for Derek Carr. He stuck with them year in and year out. He finally just got fed up. You know what I mean? And we all know, you guys, there's more to this than just Derek Carr. This team is not ass just because of Derek Carr. But the quarterback position is it's the most important position in the NFL. And I'm just happy that we're moving on, man. You know what I mean? That's it. No shade to him. You know, I hope he goes anywhere and succeeds. Cool. You know what I mean? Except against us. You know what I mean? But after this, wash my hands of it, man. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Derek Carr will retire at whatever point in his career as a Raider. It doesn't matter. The respect level for me is this high for him because he's a Raider. You know what I mean? But I just want to win, and we're not doing that with him. God damn, Intel. You didn't have to do that, bro. You did not have to do that, man. Shout out to my dog, bro. I appreciate you, King, so much, man. Shout out to my brother Intel, man. 200 piece. I appreciate you, King. Thank you so much. And just thank you for everything that you do for my channel, for Shieldmore, for Hammer, for Wasted, for all of us, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to my brother Intel in the chat, man. Let me see. He's stupid. Seattle Raiders fan. Once again, Intel, love you, my brother. R.I.P. Mask. Happy B-Day, bro. Hope you enjoy your day with your fam and extended family. Let's build this defense and finally have a top 10 unit. My brother, I appreciate you, Seattle. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me see. Let me get these supers in real quick, y'all. I'm going to get the other comments in as well, y'all. My bad if I'm missing stuff, man. Wipe them feet, you guys. Wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button. Once again, shout out to Seattle and shout out to my brother Intel, man. Jerome, thank you, brother. 39, man. 39 Sunday. 39 years old, man. Getting old as fuck. Yep, Lou. There it goes. Once a Raider, always a Raider, man. Shout out to Independently Blind, my brother, man. Hey, I got to get you on the show. I got to get you on the show here soon again. I miss talking with my brother Oakland Knight, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my dog Max, man. Appreciate you, King. Happy early birthday, Docs. Let's go down to let's get down to the business. Fix the defense, grab a great quarterback, and chase our Super Bowl. And that is what is going to happen, Max. This is going to be an exciting off season. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. This shit is gonna be crazy. John, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I would love that. I seen that elsewhere. I seen that scenario somewhere else as well, where we would trade our seventh pick in the first round and just swap with Indianapolis to move up to go get whoever we want. I'm down for that. Where are the Colts drafting that, John? Is it 4 or 5? Is it 3, 4, or 5, right? Somewhere in that range. I do not remember, but I'm down for that. Even if it's a swap, I'm cool. If Jalen Carter is on the board, I don't care. If I just got Jalen Carter for Derek Carr, I'm cool with that. There are 4, right? 4. If somehow, some way Jalen Carter fell down to 4, I'm cool with that. If we got him for Derek Carr, I'll wash my hands of it, because that guy is going to be a dog at the defensive tackle position at the next level. I'm telling y'all now. Jesus says, if y'all want to see Docs take a shot, send $100 super chat. Oh, man, it's too early, man. Jesus, it's too early, bro. Shit, it's way too early for that. 100 though, I might have to take a shot. I might have to pull my Mitch bag out. $100. Hey, I might have to go grab the tequila from under the under the sink, man. Shout out to Arlen. Happy birthday, bro. Keep steady, pay Jacobs, and focus on the D and O line with money saved. Off car again. Happy birthday. Shout out to my dog, Arlen Howland. Thank you so much also for always supporting the channel the way you do. It means a lot to me, family. Thank you so much. He said, he's stupid. He said he's going to turn this, Bulldog says Doc's going to turn this into Irish coffee and combo. Can we trade the Kardashians away too? Man. Shout out to Halo, my brother, man. I'm older than you. I thought we were the same age, bro. That's why I call you big bro. That's why I call you big bro, Halo. I knew it the whole time, man. I actually call you big bro because you like this. You know what I'm saying? But Halo, man, pull up to Vegas, man, for the Pro Bowl, bro. Come fuck with your brother, man. Hey, Halo. Tiff said, hey, Halo. Through the wall. Pull up. Matter of fact, call me. Call me today. Call me today. Daniel, I don't have any thoughts. I don't have any thoughts. He does what he does over there. I do what I do over here. That's it. I don't have anything. This is my channel. This is his channel. That's it. No, not at all. Not at all. Let me see. D's, I would love that. I would love that. 2 defensive tackles back to back. I just don't think that this regime does that. You know what I mean? And I like Mozzie Smith out of Michigan, and I do like Ika out of Baylor, right? I do like both of them. But the thing is this. If you go draft 2 defensive tackles back to back, what does that say about Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell? Like, are these guys ever really going to get a true shot on that defensive line? You know what I'm saying? I don't. If you go draft 2 defensive tackles back to back in the second and third, that's tough when you already drafted these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I really don't. That shit is fake. That shit is fake. It is fake. And you know what's funny is, man, I don't want to say this, but I actually have proof of it. But I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that for a later date. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's too early for the drama, man. It's too early for the drama, man. Shout out to my dog Wilder, man. Happy birthday, Docs. I'm excited for the future, but I can't wait to get that payback on the Chiefs. This is facts, brother. Ring around still got me heated, bro. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. We'll get back, bro. We will get back. We will be all right. We're gonna get back to our winning ways. It just takes some time, man. It definitely takes some time. But this offseason is going to be a great offseason to build this team up. Definitely. Oh yeah, yeah. There's proof. There's proof out there. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey David, that's why I take it personal. When you talk shit about my boys, Sanjit and Scout and Mitch, I take that personal. I take that personal. I take that very personal. Then you talk shit about my brother Wasted, I take that very personal. Raider 187, who do you mean? I don't know who that is. Shout out to Bernard. They're not going to trade Fields. They're not. They're not. They would be crazy too. And I get, a new regime up there and in Chicago and all that good stuff. But you would be crazy to trade Justin Fields. Look, Bryce Young, yes, he can be great at the next level, but you do not move on from a talent like Justin Fields. I'm a big fan of him. So, I know a lot of people beat him up about his arm not being able to throw and blah, blah, blah. I love Justin Fields' game. I think Chicago just builds around him. Get a better O-line, get him some weapons. I think they'll be all right. Carlos, you definitely can. You definitely can. But people don't realize when you get those fake ones, there's a way to see it. And we've seen it. So, yeah. Yes, Fresh Prince. Me and Sanjit talked a lot about him last night out of Florida. Big fan of Anthony Richardson. I just think he's going to be a top 10 pick. And at that point, I don't see any way where we would get him because we need to go defense in that top 10. We have to go defense. You know what I mean? Now, if we shit the bed and don't go get a Brady, if Brady decides to retire or go to Miami and, you know, Jimmy G goes to the Jets and all you have out there is a Jacoby Brissett, you know what I mean? Or Stidham to bring back, then you might have to go get your quarterback at 7. You might have to, right? That's why I like that swap with the Colts from 7 to 4, because if you do that, say we miss out on Brady and all these other guys, right? Then you can probably look at CJ Stroud as a real option at 4. So, you know, maybe, just maybe you get your future quarterback. You know what I mean? So there you go. Hey, man, I don't want to waste my time talking about other guys, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't fuck with dude. That's it. Simple and plain. I don't fuck with him. I don't like false narratives being pushed. I don't do all the conspiracy weirdo shit. Simple and plain. I don't fuck with people that got fake numbers and that shit on all the other content creators that put all the hard work in. I don't do that. You know what I mean? For you to try to get my brother Scout kicked off of a social media, and he's one of the greatest kids in the world, and all the other shit with these guys, I don't fake that. I don't like that fake shit. You know what I mean? And I'm one of the people that'll speak up. I get it. Other people don't like to talk about that shit. I will be the one to do all the dirty work in the nation. I don't like him. Simple and plain. I feel terrible for having him on my platform multiple times in the past, helping him get his channel monetized. It's disgusting to me to even think that I did that. There you have it. Simple and plain. Now leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. You'll never hear me talk about that motherfucker ever again after this show. Ever. Ever. Mask, that might be in the works, bro. In football talk, do you think we can trade our 7th overall pick in Derek Carr for one of these top 3 picks? Adam, I would love it. But you got to think about it. Those top 3 picks, who's at number 1? Chicago, right? They're not going quarterback. Houston's going quarterback. So Bryce Young is off the board. Who's number 3? Is it Detroit? Is it Detroit at number 3? Or Seattle? One of those teams are number 3. They're going defense. Stroud will still be on the board. Stroud will still be on the board. Yeah, I don't do all that weird shit, bro. It is what it is. Leave him alone. Classic Q. We're working on it right now, brother. We're definitely working on it. RJ Raider, we're working on doing that. Scout is pretty cool with Maine, man. So we're trying to work that out right now. Let me see. That shit weird, bro. And yet you're here, bro. Let me go ahead and bust your head real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Keep that gangster shit off the internet. Shut up. Oh, nothing, sir. He's still the number 1 Raiders Instagram guy, period. I mean, he's the GOAT. Nothing going on with Scout. Scout's good. Hey, Jonathan, I'm going to say this, bro. Y'all know I've been pushing to go get Will Levis. That is my guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, I don't think we're going to miss out on one of those big names in the offseason. So there's really no reason to get Will Levis at number 7. But I do believe if the Colts don't trade for DC or go get another quarterback, right, they're probably going to grab Levis at 4. I do believe it. Look, they're right there. Indiana, Kentucky's right over there. I guarantee they've got, you know, plenty looks at Will Levis. You know what I mean? So I think he will be a Colt if they do not put a bid in for DC. Yeah, Intel facts. Me too, bro. I definitely see him being a guy. Look, man, the 2 times that Indianapolis were very successful, and I got to say really once, but they sustained success. They drafted Peyton Manning. They drafted Andrew Luck. Outside of that, what happened? They tried to go trade for Carson Wentz, failed miserably. They tried to trade for Matt Ryan, failed miserably. If they trade for, Derek Carr with that huge cap, and they're still trying to build around him, they're probably going to fail miserably. I think at this point they need to go draft a quarterback, build, and just build from the ground up. Simple and plain. Shout out to Jonathan. I appreciate you, man. I love it. I love it. And we haven't talked about that. And we'll definitely be doing a show about our schedule, Lamelli. Definitely breaking that down. I love, those are one of my favorite shows of the off season, is breaking it down and going team by team and, putting out predictions of where we're going to win and where we're going to lose. Jed, my beard trim is tomorrow, brother. I'm getting my shit cut in the morning. I promise you. I was waiting deliberately to cut my shit because of my birthday this weekend. So I just thugged it out this week. So it is on the way. It is on the way. But I'm excited. Miami, I think that's going to be a really, really good game. I'm going to be there live. I know I'm flying out to Miami to watch the game. The Colts, I already spoke with Stu. I'm going to fly out there and stay at his house for that weekend to watch the Raiders and the Colts. I'm hoping that Buffalo game is not in the winter. If it's not in the winter, I'm going to fly, up to Western New York, go watch them play in Buffalo. But I'm excited. I think there's a lot. Look, you want to beat good teams, right? You want to beat good teams? Miami, playoffs. Buffalo, playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs, playoffs. Chargers, playoffs. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams, that we're going to be playing against. I love it. I love it. I love the hard way, man. And I think, we're going to build a very, very strong roster in the offseason, and we're going to look at some of these teams like I think we can wipe the floor with them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I'm excited. RJ, yes, it's going to be Miami, maybe Buffalo, Indianapolis, and I'm looking at a few games in Vegas as well, as always. Probably that Patriots game, and probably I'm looking at maybe an AFC West game. Chicago and Detroit as well. Detroit might be a game that I'm going to. I spent a lot of my Thanksgivings in Detroit because I got family out there. I think we spent, 3 out of the last 5 or 6 Thanksgivings in Detroit. I'm hoping the Raiders play the Lions on Thanksgiving Day so I can be in Detroit. I'm going to go watch that game too. That is definitely one for the books. I definitely want to go see that. Man, Mike, my Kings are doing their thing, man. Light the beam, man. Light the beam for real. Yeah, man. Light the beam. I want to ask you guys, though. Oh, Jason Hall, I did not see your super, my brother. My apologies. There you go. Will there be a bidding war for DC in the NFC South? I can definitely see it. Carolina needs a quarterback. Atlanta, I do believe is gonna run with Desmond Ridder. I think they drafted him the year before. I think they want to see what they have on him. I think they're gonna kind of just retool, restart, restart the engine over there in Atlanta. Tampa Bay, when Brady leaves, they're going to be looking at for a quarterback, and they're always going to be in win now mode, right? Because they still have a lot of talent on that team. When healthy, that can get it done. Yeah, in New Orleans, shit, there could be a bidding war. I'm hoping there's a bidding war, Jay. I'm hoping, because that lets us know more draft capital, and I'm here for it. Big Mike, I'm definitely gonna pull you on, my brother. I'm definitely gonna pull you on, King. King Sav, I'm trying to go to that Miami game too, Docs. It's gonna be lit. And Sav, you a Heat fan too, right? I believe you a Heat fan, so I know you rock with the Miami sports scene. So if we go, my brother, first beer on me. Shout out to Gio. Hey, happy B-Day, my dude. Love what you wasted Hammer Scout Sanjit got going on, man. Keep the momentum going. What's good with the Pro Bowl? I'll be out there, Gio. And we're working on putting together a meet and greet over at Barcode Burgers that Saturday night, the night before the Pro Bowl. So stay tuned for that. We're trying to put together a Raider Nation party at Barcode Burgers. So stay tuned for that. I believe we're putting together a flyer right now. I already spoke with Woodson Whiskey. They're going to have the girls out handing out stuff. We're going to be doing memorabilia and giveaways. Stay tuned. It's looking like the Barcode Burgers. My boy Cody owns it out there. Shout out to him. I think that's where we're going to be. Shout out to Gio. Shout out to Richard, my brother, man. Appreciate you, King. As always, my brother. Shout out to Richard C, man. Yes, JC, it is next year. It is next year. The year we will be in the Super Bowl. I'm putting it out there, man. I'm putting it out there, man. King, pull up. Pull up, King. Pull up. Shout my boy Sean D, man. Just wanted to pop in and say what up before my workout. Have a great workout, my brother. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, y'all. Let me see. Allen drafted DC. He's going to the Saints. He's always been like a poor man's Breeze to me. I mean, really, I get the whole, I'm not going to say a poor man's Breeze at all. I don't see that in this game at all. But Reggie McKenzie drafted him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Dennis Allen was there, but that was a McKenzie pick. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a Dennis Allen pick. I think at that point, you know, Dennis Allen was on a very short leash. And I think Reggie McKenzie was the one that was actually in control of doing that. Was Reggie McKenzie there in 2013 or was he there in 2014? I mean, I'm sorry. No, he was drafted in 2014. When did Reggie was there? Right? DC was drafted. Yeah. I thought he was there. Wasn't he there? Was Reggie there or did he come in 2015? No, he was there. He was there. I think Reggie McKenzie was there. Yeah. He drafted Carr, he drafted Gabe, he drafted Khalil. He had a really good draft that year. Really good draft. Even though Khalil was the clear pick, you know what I mean, in the top 10. But yeah. Shout out to my brother M Raider, man. Marcos in the building. Hey Docs, do you realistically see a Jacobs deal getting done? Yes, I definitely do. It's a must at this point. Definitely a must. I get the sense that the front office is wanting to move quickly on it. Yes, I definitely do believe, because guess what happens right here, M Raider? That is a selling point to if Tom Brady is the guy to come in, right? That's a selling point. Tom Brady had to throw the ball more than any quarterback this season. He had the most attempts in the NFL because their run game could not get going and their offensive line struggled mightily because of injuries and they just weren't good enough, right? If you go get the deal done with Josh immediately, that is a selling point to Tom Brady to say, here's your security blanket. You have the leading rusher in the NFL last season. Come on in. And you got all these other weapons around you. Jacobs is a must because he's going to help attract that quarterback to come in. Any quarterback would want to play with the leading rusher from the previous season because that is going to help them out so much. You know what I mean? So I definitely, truly do believe that we're trying to get that done immediately. It's just a question if Jacobs wants to go out there and see what's out there first in free agency. That may be a holdup. You know what I mean? He may want to go out there and see if he can get a huge deal. Now, if we franchise him real quick and just get it done, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But a long-term deal, he may want to see what's out there. So stay tuned for that. We can still tag Josh Jacobs, but I think for some reason this team wants to give him a 3-year deal maybe. You know what I mean? But we shall see. It's going to cost too much. It's going to cost way too much. We have way too many holes. I would love to have Jalen Carter. That's my favorite player in this draft. But do you want to give up 2, 3, 4 picks to move up from 7 to 1 just for one defensive tackle? I would love it. I think that he would really, truly help this defensive line. But we need some corner help, Raider for life. We need some linebackers. There's just so much that we need. I wouldn't want to give up all that draft capital to move up to number 1. You know what I mean? I still think that we can find a defensive tackle, whether it's in free agency, one of the veteran guys, or you take a Tully out of USC in the second round. It's just a lot to give up for Carter. You know what I mean? Let me see. Shout out to Rube. If the Colts do get Levis, do we get Stroud at 7? Even if we get Brady, one a young superstar caliber quarterback. And there's so many question marks. You know what I mean, Rube? Because we don't know what's going to happen with Stroud. That is the name we have to keep an eye on. And shout out to Scout. He just put out there right now too, you guys. Stroud is not declared for the draft yet. He is not. I'm not saying that he's not going to. but he has not declared yet. I think he's definitely going to. I think he'd be crazy to not do it because he's probably a top 3, top 5 pick, but he hasn't declared yet. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at Seattle. You know, what are they going to do? You know, we have to look at Detroit. Are they good with Goff? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Detroit does have the Rams pick, right? And are they going to stick with Goff? Goff had a great year, but is Detroit thinking maybe go get a younger guy, save all that money we're paying Goff, you know, pay Goff, and just move on? I don't know. It's going to be really, that's a name to keep an eye on. That is definitely a name to keep an eye on. Leaky, who was your cousin, bro? Who was your cousin, brother? I would love to do some homework on him. Would love to do some homework on him. Who was your cousin? Let me see. Gronkowski cannot make it through a whole season. But this is the thing, though, bro. We wouldn't need him to. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. He's 33 years old, I believe, right? He took a year off. So, you know, there's still wear and tear there for sure. But we got Waller. We got Devontae Adams. We got Hunter Renfrow. We're going to get some more weapons in the offseason. You don't really need Gronk to be healthy all year long. If you can get him to be, you know, efficient in the red zone and just block his ass off, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm not expecting Gronk to come in and put up over 1,000 yards with all this talent on the offensive side of the ball. But if we do bring him in, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Where can I buy your shirts? Oaklosvegas.com, brother. Oaklosvegas.com. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been supporting, man. The love has been the same, man. Like I said before, we're coming up on 1,000 units sold. So I appreciate you guys, man. I just put in an order. I ordered about, I think, 15 shirts the other day. But Fernando, it's right here, brother. Oaklosvegas.com. You guys go check it out, man. Got some dope merch, some dope jackets, beanies, hats, all that shit. Gronk and Waller together would make it through a whole season together. Great tight ends. Scott, that would be crazy, bro. Crazy. But yeah, y'all, coming up on an hour. I just wanted to come shoot the shit with you guys. Wanted to talk about, you know, this whole Derek Carr tweet. And I'm going to read it one more time on the way out, you guys. Make sure you guys wipe them damn feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to read this tweet once again. Shout out to Francisco. I'm trimming it tomorrow, brother. The beard will be clean tomorrow. I was holding out for my birthday, okay? Let's read this tweet one more time, you guys, on the way out. This is Derek Carr's farewell to the nation. Raider Nation, it breaks my heart I didn't get an opportunity to say goodbye in person. We certainly have been on a roller coaster in our 9 years together. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful and appreciative of the years of support you gave to the family and me. We had our share of both heartbreaking moments and thrilling game-winning drives, and it always felt like you were right there next to me. It's especially hard to say goodbye because I can honestly say that I gave you everything I had every single day, in season and in off the season. We certainly wasn't perfect, but I hope that I was able to leave you with more than a few memories, great memories as Raider fans. Thank you to the city of Oakland. I love that part for taking us in. Thank you to the city of Las Vegas for allowing us to proudly call you home. Thank you to the organization, my teammates, and all my coaching staff, and everyone that helped me these last 9 years in those 2 buildings. Thanks to all the Raider Nation that supported, encouraged, and pushed and uplifted me at different times along this journey. Raider Nation truly is special. I once said that if I'm not a Raider, I would rather be at home, and I meant that. But I never envisioned it ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win a championship still rages. A fire no man can extinguish, only God. So I look forward to a new city and new team who, no matter the circumstance, will get everything that I have. Winning a championship is what I've always wanted and what I will continue to work towards. God bless you all. With love, DC4. So on the way out, wanted to read that one more time. And like I said, you guys, I know a lot of y'all, you know, call me a Kardashian. I'll definitely take that. I will say this, man. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Simple and plain. Thank you, DC, for the 9 years of your services. We are moving forward. You are moving forward. Good luck with your future endeavors. And I'm just looking forward to the future and hoping that this team can just kill it, man. Shout out to Raider John on the way out. I need to get some Oaklosvegas rain gear, brother. I do have the champion portable jackets, Raider John. Go check them out, man. Go check them out. Appreciate you guys. I'm outro, man. Love y'all. One.